Hello, everyone, and happy Saturday. Hope you're having a beautiful day outside. Honestly, it's not that bad. It looks like it's a little on the chilly side so far, but it's a pretty nice day in comparison to some of the weekends we've seen and as of lately. But what we're seeing right now is a lot of our temperatures right around that mid 40 to low end 50s. Muscle Shoals right around 54 as our outlier, and then it's all the way down to about 47 and 48. Coleman, Meridianville, even Fort Payne around those numbers. So we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover over in Huntsville, but everybody else, beautiful sunshine. So good opportunity to get out and enjoy your Saturday. You might want to keep a jacket nearby. It is a little chilly outside, and we've got a good deal of a breeze going around as well. So keep that in mind going through the rest of your night plans. So taking it through the next 12 hours, here's what we're looking at so far, dropping into those 30s for the evening hours. So as we get to about 8 and 9 o'clock, we'll be around 36 and 35 respectively. We'll drop below freezing before midnight. Looking at 11 o'clock in this particular graphic here, we've got about 30 by that point. Calm breeze overnight. Clear skies, which is good to know, but as we get into your Sunday morning, it's going to be a little brisk. We're going to see some of those 20s back in our forecast. We haven't seen those in a little moment, but what we're expecting to see with that is a lot of these communities will start to see a change in the forecast throughout the day. If you have plans after church for the big game, no worries, it's going to warm up. We'll stay in the 20s for a good portion of the morning, but even still, we'll start to see warmer conditions going into the afternoon, getting us back into those 50s for our highs. Tomorrow's high is expected to be anywhere between 54 to about 56. Some of our warmer areas could hit 57 or so, but going through the evening hours just before the game, we're going to continue to see increasing cloud cover overnight, but that really doesn't do much other than just give you some clouds to look at overnight. And what we're expecting for the evening hours, 40s all around by the time we get close to kickoff, we'll be in those 40s. And that'll continue throughout most of the overnight hours. And then we'll drop late in the evening to a couple of 30s, getting into Monday morning. So if you're looking for any outdoor activities, if you are trying to tailgate, maybe Super Bowl party on the patio. We've got some beautiful weather to do it. Plenty of sunshine expected. And also these 50s are not going to be chilly 50s. We've got a breeze around, but less of a breeze than what we've seen from Friday and today. So it's going to be a little bit more true to temperature. So that's good for you to make your plans as need be. So you can always watch the big game right here, NBC. WAFF 48 is your NBC affiliate, and then you can also watch it on Peacock, but you guys want to see our faces in between on some of the commercials every once in a while, a little promo at the bottom of the screen, of course. Coverage for this starts as early as around noon for a lot of our communities, so keep that in mind. As soon as you get back from your morning plans, your church service, that's exactly where that's going to go. So beautiful conditions expected for the big day. So here's what we're looking into for our 10-day forecast. Like I mentioned, getting back into the 50s. Sunday is going to be the first day we start to see a warm up in our forecast. However, Sunday is also the more average kind of forecast that we have for this time of February. You'll notice it jumps a good deal going into Monday and beyond. We don't really get back to those average temperatures. We're usually in the low to mid 50s around this time of year. And that's going into next Saturday and beyond. But let's walk you through the rest of this work week. Even though we see a jump in temperatures, it'll be mostly sunny on your Monday. That's going to be pretty much the pick day of the week. Can you believe it? Most of us don't really like Mondays, but it's going to be a gorgeous day outside. The morning starts out with lows in those upper 90s, upper 30s, around 39. There we go. For we're not hitting the 90s yet. For Huntsville specifically, but a lot of us will go through the rest of the morning, seeing some increasing cloud cover every now and again, and going through the rest of our day, getting into the 60s, close to 70. Very uncharacteristic for February, but here we are. As we get to Tuesday and beyond, we start to see those temperatures take a step back with each day, and that's due to the push of rain that we've got coming, and that's going to push a little colder air into the valley. And not so cold that it's more so, freezing air, not Arctic air. This is really just that rain-cooled air that you usually get behind a shower or two. So Tuesday, we only have a couple showers to note throughout the afternoon. Wednesday is when we start to pick up heavier chances of showers. So far, not seeing many opportunities of a severe threat, no thunderstorms even, just a good downpour every now and again out of Wednesday. And heading into Thursday, it seems to lighten up. It'll stick around for a couple areas going into that morning. So by Friday, we'll get another dumping of rain, and it'll kind of hang around and stay more of the same for Saturday. But that's when we really start to see that temperature take a turn, because we go from 60 to 52. So that rain-cooled air by that point should push us back into some average like temperatures. But you'll notice we don't stay there very long. Saturday and Sunday, 50s. Monday, mid 50s. Tuesday, back to the 60s. So we've got a good deal of, I think Brad said it best, yo-yoing going on. A little bit of a long-term yo-yo this time. I think this weekend was a very short-term yo-yo. We were in 60s by Friday. Saturday today, we're in the 40s and low in 50s, and now by Sunday we're going to be in the mid 50s, low in 50s. So it just feels like we've done this, and back to the 60s by Monday. So with that being said, we'll be on in a couple minutes for our 5 o'clock and our 6 o'clock news, and then we'll have our 10 o'clock later tonight as well. Sunday, this is the one that you want to make notes on. If you're planning to tune in, we won't have any shows until our 11 o'clock show, which we're hoping it starts at 11, but really after the game show, as we call it. So we won't have any of our 5 o'clock news. Nothing will be covered until 10 p.m. No fast cast online either that we provide for you guys. We know the big game is everybody's watching point. So, however, I will be here in the evening, and I will do another weather extra for everyone, just so you can keep up to date with your forecast. At minimum, you got your weather. And of course, we'll provide everything you need to know digitally as well. We'll still push out our same notifications through your app and through Facebook and all the ways that you receive your news. We just will not have a 5 o'clock, and you won't see our smiling faces until after the game, after the Super Bowl, after the Seahawks or the Patriots win, after Bad Bunny performs. After all that is said and done, that's when you'll see us. So, guys, I feel like football season just flew by. I feel like we were just getting excited for the Cowboys-Eagle game. Wow. Time has flown. And really, it's flown for me, because it's been like, that was maybe month 3 that I was here. So this football season has really just kind of marked my whole journey thus far, being at 48. So really appreciate you guys watching, and I also really appreciate all the sweet messages you left for me and the weather team for National Weather Person's Day yesterday. I just felt so warm and happy knowing my viewers really appreciate everything that we do for you guys. So with that being said, tune in a couple minutes for 5 o'clock. We'll be back at 6, and then we'll have a 10. So see you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Bye.